morning. As you can see, we are on our way back because the puppies have their grooming session tomorrow. Now, I listened to the appeals court today, and Trump, of course, lost in that, and he's out there whining that, he needs to have absolute presidential immunity. And they were arguing in court, well, what if he orders the SEALs to kill a political rival? And Trump's lawyer goes, well, there are sort of, he has to be impeached and convicted first. So Trump wants to get back into office, surround himself with his, yes men, and take over the court and the House, so he'd never be impeached. And then he could follow through on his things that he wants to do, which is to go after all of his political rivals. Okay? That's how dangerous it is. And he's out there crying and whining because there are consequences to actions. No, I should just be able to be president and go out and kill my political rivals or put them in Gitmo or whatever I want to do with them and not have any consequences. And then he's out there telling the MAGA people that this is all set up by Biden, that this is a hit job by Biden against his political rivals. Biden has nothing to do with this. But this is how dangerous this idiot is, to actually go and have a lawyer, quote-unquote lawyer, argue that, he should have absolute immunity and only have consequences if he's impeached and convicted. Otherwise, no. Now, he's been impeached. How many times? He's already been impeached, but he wasn't convicted. Why? Because it's a Republican House or Senate, whichever it is, the second one, that has to approve it. So, it's just absolutely insane what he wants and what he's arguing. And of course he goes out there and say, I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong. No, he's taken kickbacks from all these governments. How many millions did he take from them? Plus stealing the documents that he's been selling to who knows who, that he's been showing top level secrets to people. Okay? So he wants total immunity so that if he could scam his way back into office, that he can make all this go away. It's not going to go away. He's going to be convicted. Okay? He stole documents and he tried to overturn the election. Okay? He's freaking out. He should freak out because he's guilty and he knows he's guilty across the board. But of course, in his mind, he could do anything he wants and get away with it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. would they even, with a straight face, go argue that case? That he should have absolute immunity from doing anything, even killing his political rivals, unless he's convicted. So they made another point there. Well, what if he gets impeached, but he resigns before he gets convicted? Okay, no harm, no foul. Just get away with it. And then the stuff that he brought, that document that he said proves, I had these scholars look at this and it proves that there was fraud in the election. And it was the paper that he held up as this big, absolute 100% proof was written by one of his lackeys, this woman. It's unbelievable what he will go out there and say. I'm surprised he doesn't have some dog catcher out there, and he claims he's the unmitigated president of a country that doesn't exist. He would do something that crazy. He would. There's no low he will not stoop to. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. Listening to that appeals court, this guy that he had, Sowers, and arguing his case. Absolutely heinous and ridiculous. Yeah, I should have absolute immunity. I should be able to call out the military and annihilate a whole cadre of people if I wanted to, because I heard something they said against me and it should be legal. I mean, that's how absolutely bizarre it was. He might as well have said that. Anybody that's not going to vote for me, that's not a MAGA Republican, I should be able to get rid of them. I should be able to lock them up. I should be able to do whatever I want to do. Okay? Insanity. So anyway, we're out here at the moment by the base out here, Alamogordo. I had to wait hundreds and hundreds of miles to get my coffee. But Alamogordo, they must have just put that in, the Dutch brothers. So when I went through the window, I was talking with this guy that's from Monterey, California. He's out there helping to train them. He was so Californian. It was so funny. Where can I get a grilled cheese sandwich? I said, I can't help you. I don't live in Alamogordo. It was funny. So anyway, we're on our way home. The puppies loved it out there. It was 19 degrees this morning out there at Oasis State Park. Very nice park. I can imagine in the summer because there were a lot of trees there. They get all the leaves on the trees, and it had that beautiful little lake there. It was a really lovely park. So I definitely want to go out there again. And you know, when the weather's a bit warmer, it'd be lovely. Now, last night, we were in here, and I had it set at 54. I had the back window this morning, I saw it was cracked about that much, just very, very little. It was absolutely comfortable in here. And I used maximum a gallon of gas, I think less than that, for the whole night. So, yeah, even with that kind of temperature, I was totally comfortable in here last night. Now, when I got up and took them out in the morning was another story, 19 degrees. Although, I don't think it was as bad as yesterday, because yesterday we had that really high wind, 45 miles per hour with 55 mile per hour gusts. That is really cold. But, you know, I didn't put their coats on this morning. I didn't know it was that cold until I got back in and looked at the temperature page. I was like, oh my God. They didn't care. They didn't care at all. They were happy out there. Don't forget, they have fur coats. But they weren't acting chilly at all. We did a long walk this morning out in that cold. And they just enjoyed every minute of it. Somebody was saying they're running because they want to get back in the warm. No, they just like to run. Has nothing to do with they're cold and they want to get back in the car. They just like running, okay? They just like to run. No matter where we're at, where we go walking, that's what they do. They want to run. So I have a couple of snow puppies. They had a great time. And I maybe would have stayed. I would have gone on up to that next park up there. But I have to come back because of their grooming tomorrow. But after that, we should be able to go for a while to some other parks. So yeah, we'll take off again. I think we've pretty much got it figured out in here. I'm going to take out that other light, I think. I don't need it. I found out there's some things in here that I don't need that I'm going to get rid of. And, yeah, that's it. You know, every time we go out, I find out more what works, what doesn't work, etc. What kind of clothes to take with me, what not to take with me. Yeah. So, all good. So, on that note, I'm going to leave this here. I do have more video to upload from when we were out there at Oasis, when we were out there this morning in that freezing cold, but just how pretty it was as the sun was coming up. So I will upload those when I get home. I'll put some more videos up so you can see the grand adventures from the Prius. Okay, Prius glamping. We had a great time. I've still got meat back here for the puppies and for me. And yeah, I'm a happy camper this morning because I do have my coffee finally. It's pretty miserable when you get up and you've got hundreds of miles to go and you cannot find any coffee place, let alone my favorite coffee place. There was literally nothing along the way. I couldn't believe it. So anyway, I'm going to leave that here and we'll see